time for another installment of Oh My God.
Hi, welcome to the Oh My God segment. This week I'm joined, as always, by a former writer from The Daily Show, hilarious comedian Steve Rosenfield. Hey, Steve, how are you?
Thank you. I have a new shirt. The fans follow that stuff. I don't know why, but they're fascinated.
We shop at the same store. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know. Look at that,
wow.
huh?
Yeah.
It's like we're like a news team from the old time.
Totally.
Right?
You need the CBS patch on your jackets. You'll be ready to go.
Next from Turner Classic Movie, it's Ben Mankiewicz. Hey, Ben, how are you?
What's going on, Steve? Jimmy?
Good to see you,
James
Ben.
Dean. Look, I like you mix it up. We should all wear leathers one day.
Totally.
That's what I think we should. Okay, so what we do in this segment is we usually play a clip from a religious person. It sounds really stupid, and we make fun of it. But this week, we're going to have Tea Party Patriot, right? Because the Republicans are trying to rebrand. And we had a Tea Party Patriot, Norm Hughes, and he had this to say about charter schools. He was talking about charter schools, right?
Kids don't go to charter schools if they're A students. They go to charter schools because they're failing students. And by and large, the charter schools have a higher percentage of poor families, ethnically challenged families.
Ethnically challenged. I don't know if you could use. I put the words up. They saw ethnically challenged because I guess he couldn't say what he was really thinking. Mud races. Ethnically.
He was
challenged.
thinking that, though. He was
Ethnically
thinking.
challenged. What does that mean? I'm ethnically challenged. Yes, they are ethnically challenged because no matter what those people do, guys like this guy are always going to hate those people, right?
Yeah.
It's a tough situation.
Yeah. Ethnically challenged. You know, he was like, before he said it, he's running through the things that he thought he could say.
Yes.
You know, and he's like, well, my dad said, my grandfather said that.
That was real
My
bad.
dad was Negro, and my cousin still says colored. I think I can get away with that one. I better not.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like he says that the good students don't go to charter schools. It's the bad students who go to charter schools. And so I guess it's only the who gets homeschooled.
Yeah, I think his kids. So they don't have to go with the ethnically challenged kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's do one more. Let's do one more of these today. This is Kevin Swanson. Kevin Swanson of Generations Radio. Okay. And he has a dark view of what will come if Colorado passes a bill allowing civil unions, not gay marriage, just civil unions. And let's hear what he has to say about it.
You need to understand the agenda here. You know, what's happening is they want homosexuals to be able to be involved in adoption and the foster care as much as anybody else. And so they've pictured a nice little homeschool family just trying to do the right thing. Anonymous tip comes in. Services swoops in. They grab the kids in the year 2020, 2022. And the kids get remanded into a home with homosexuals. And these particular homosexuals happen to be tied into Nambla and other things. You know what's going to happen. I mean, there'll be proper indoctrination into a certain kind of worldview, shall we say.
When the Bible calls for capital punishment.
Yeah, that one.
Hey, we're not making any leaps in logic here whatsoever in 2022 or 20 whatever.
2020, he was like, no, that's too early. 2022, that's when they'll figure this out, and
They're going to come in.
So he's suggesting that gay couples will make an anonymous fake call alleging abuse in a heterosexual home.
Yes.
So a specific kid that they want will be remanded to state custody.
Yes.
And then they will, in their super gay way, swoop in.
Yes.
And they will take that child from them. And then they'll engage, and then they'll sign them all up for Nambla, and they'll go on a vacation.
Yes. Except for right now, they can't even get married. But somehow, within 10 years, they're going to figure out the system where they can take your kid away from you and put him in their Nambla house, right?
Yeah. This is civil unions, right?
Yeah, this is civil unions, not even gay marriage.
So Kevin Swanson of Generations Radio back in 1896, he was like, oh, Plessy versus Ferguson. Separate, but equal. How do you make them equal?
God didn't make them equal.
Yeah, what a terrible decision. Yeah.
He's got more to say.
Good.
I mean, there'll be proper indoctrination into a certain kind of worldview, shall we say.
When the Bible calls for capital punishment.
Yeah, that one.
That kind of world.
That one. Yeah.
Right. It'll be tragedy when it happens.
Yeah.
One that the Bible calls, so they're talking about if they're a homosexual, the Bible calls for capital punishment for homosexuals. That's what they just said.
Right.
That's even a little shocking for me. Okay.
And I think there are a lot of concerned parents. I think there are concerned Catholic parents. There are concerned homeschool parents.
Oh, you know those Catholic parents. That's what they should be worrying about. It's the random gay pedophiles that somehow are going to... It's not the priests and the church. And by the way, I want to tip of the hat to the Pope. First Pope in 500-600 years to step down to resign, and because he's 86 and... I didn't, you know, apparently harboring pedophiles really takes it out of you.
He doesn't need the money. He's doing very well.
Okay, we got 2 more seconds to play here.
And especially when you get a Regnerus study that comes out and says they're 10 times more likely to be touched sexually by a parent in a homosexual home than, you know, the normal American secular home. Wow. That's frightening.
What's frightening is that you guys have a radio show and that you just said that. You just said that homosexual house is 10 times more likely to be pedophiles. That's not true. I don't know if that's true.
It's not true.
Who,
It's frightening, though.
It is frightening.
It's a very frightening lie.
yeah, it's a terrifying lie.
This has been Oh My God.
Oh my God!